Hello everyone, I am the Traveler and welcome to Disturbed. This is a free indie horror game on Steam as you play as a farmer who is running out of options when tending his crops and stuff, something like that. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Yeah, your crops are beginning to wilt and your cow is sick. For some time the land... Oops. Can I go back? For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops, I guess? A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away, and time is running short. Follow the path, I guess? I don't know. What do you want from me? You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Sure, let's go in the cave, I guess. There's a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Keep going. Oh! Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. You realize that you have made a terrible mistake, even thinking that something helpful can be in here. Flee! The moment you turn to run, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones above the cave. All you can think about is making it back home in one piece. Well, you make it to the trail. Then the bear catches up with you, tackling you to the ground. You scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Your adventure ends here. Scratch another off the list. Under 3 minutes. It took me less than 3 minutes to find a death. Okay, just gonna go back to the crops, follow the path, ignore the cave. Fucking Jesus. You come you come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Inspect it. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the patch is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow, from what you recall. Maybe he is home? Inspect. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. Dot, dot, dot. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. But this is still breaking and entering. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You're overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. No. Inspect the books. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Dot, dot, dot. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch anything from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick. But what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I've lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes. But that can't be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying, and there's nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. Dot, dot, dot. You can't find a name to give this man. But regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Is there a save mechanic? There is a save mechanic, so I'm gonna save. Maybe I should have done that before going into the cave, because then I would have had to completely start all over. So, once more into the breach. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel down. No, I thought about this. There's probably death down here, and I'm okay with that, because I already found the first death in less than 3 minutes. Walking down the steps leading below, the air. What the fuck is that? Is that a person? Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there's a woman chained to the wall. Yeah, that is a person. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. I'm gonna talk to her. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there? Let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Dot, dot, dot. Something brought you here. Morbid curiosity. Please, have mercy on me. Let's do it. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. I'll now do you a favor. Ah, fuck. What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands lock onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes to black. It is unfortunate that the journey ends here. The damsel just God. Okay. This game is filled with nothing but death. I guess I should have known that from the name of the game. Disturbed. Leave. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down, getting comfortable. You tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. I am not going to take a nap because I feel that would be just a terrible idea. But you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Take a nap. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. Excuse me. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Oh, Jesus. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump up to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems to be the only logical option now. Wait. So falling asleep was the good option. Picking the grass would have been the death. Is that what you're telling me, game? Okay. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? A road divides in a yellow wood, and I took the path less traveled by. I'm gonna go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. And save. Spot 2. Return. Go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter, obviously. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues to your right and left. Into the tower. Too many choices. You approach the door. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. Interesting. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling for something. Yeah. Oh, no, it's the same thing. Okay, so statue. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, the other finger pointed up toward the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Okay. Before you stands an old angel statue that has broken many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. I feel like the moment I leave this area, I'm going to have some weeping angels following me. That's what I feel like. Exit. We've seen the path. Inspect the tree. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in. You look and see something shiny in the hole, as if it were metal. Feeling around with the hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Yeah, because I saw the option to leave. Press. Oh! Angel on the left, 1 finger is pointed up. Angel on the right, 2 fingers. So, left, right, middle. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Okay. Hold on. The invisible various tops. Okay. So, there's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling for something. I'm pretty sure that this is that the hands are clues. It says 3 things here, so you'd think that this one would go third, but what if it goes in reverse? 3, 2, 1. Middle, hold on. Middle, right, left. Not taking place, nothing happens. Right, left, middle. Not taking place. Okay, I've done left, right, middle, right, left, middle, left, right. There's only so many possible combinations. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. So I've done left, right, middle, right, left. Oh, that was, okay. So it was left, right, right. Okay. So you hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. You find yourself with no evident way out, but the path before you into darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? I choose... Actually, I'm out of time for this episode, so I'm going to save and save. Sure. I'm going to save here and in the episode here. This is really cool. I'll pick it up in another episode. I want to see it to the end. A good end, not just a death end. I think I've already gotten like what, 3 of those so far. 2 or 3, I can't remember. Was it 2 or 3? That's again so fun. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button and love. I'll leave a link to the description down and link to the game in the description below. It is free to play, so if you want to play for yourself, get your own set of deaths, then it'll be there and you can find it very easily. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.